Hello, my dear students. Now, in this video, we'll continue the chapter 1 Physical World. In the previous two sessions, we learned about science as well as physics. Now, let us see here 1.3 Physics, Technology, and Society. The connection between physics, technology, and society can be seen in many examples. Now, let us see how they are related. The development of electronics and communication systems such as telephone, radio, and internet has made society well connected. Same way, another example, the discovery of new sources of energy such as solar energy, nuclear energy, and hydropower energy has made great contribution to the society. Lasers, computers, and mobiles brought drastic revolution in the society. The discovery of neutron induced fusion of uranium serves as the basis of nuclear power reactors and nuclear bombs. The launching of satellite has totally revolutionized the concept of communication. So these all are examples which relates physics, technology and society. Now let us see some other example, the relation between physics and technology as well as the discoveries, particularly under the technology and the principle behind that. For example, you already know the something electric motor. The principle behind that is electromagnetic induction, optical fiber, total internal reflection of light, rocket proportional. Principle behind this is Newton's laws of motion. The same way, the some other technology is there, particularly the discoveries and the principle behind that discoveries. Next, we'll move on to the fundamental forces in nature. That means basic forces in nature. Let us see one by one the gravitational force, weak nuclear force, electromagnetic force, and strong nuclear force. So, these are the fundamental forces in nature. I hope you know the fundamental forces. Fundamental means a basic. So, we can't divide them or we cannot express this force with some other forces. That means which are fundamental. The gravitational force, weak nuclear force, electromagnetic force, strong nuclear forces. These are the four fundamental forces in nature. Now let us see one by one. So we already know some forces and also some other forces we'll see in the first year PUC syllabus in different chapters. But briefly we can see what it is and what are the properties of that forces. Now, the gravitational force. The definition is it is the force of mutual attraction between any two objects by virtue of their masses. The force of mutual attraction between any two objects by virtue of their masses. So that is called gravitational force. Let us see the one or two properties which are a large range force, and these are the weakest force in nature. Instead of all the four forces, the gravitational force is the weakest force in nature. And you may know it is a attractive in nature. So it does not depends on the charge. Now let us see weak nuclear force. The definition: This force appears only in certain nuclear process such as the beta decay of a nucleus. So this force which may appears in the time of beta decay. Now we'll see the properties. It is a short range force compared to the gravitational force, which is short range force, as well as it is 10 the power of 26 times stronger than the gravitational force. If you compare with the gravitational force, which is more stronger. How much? 10 the power of 26 times stronger. Now we'll move on to the next one, electromagnetic force. So let us see the definition. What is electromagnetic force? Which is the force between charged particles. If any two charged particles are there, means the force between that charged particles are called electromagnetic force. We'll see this electromagnetic force in second year syllabus in detail. Now we'll see the properties. It acts over large distances. That means compared to the weak nuclear force, this is a larger force. And it is 10 the power of 36 times stronger than the gravitational forces. That means electromagnetic force is more stronger than the gravitational as well as weak nuclear force. And last one, a strong nuclear force. So the definition is, it is the force which binds the nucleons in a nucleus. I hope you know in the nucleus a proton and neutrons are there. Combiningly we can call it as a nucleons. The force which binds a proton proton or neutron proton or neutron neutron, that is called strong nuclear force. Now see the properties of this. It is a short range force compared to that gravitational force, which is a short range force, as well as it is 10 the power of 38 times stronger than the gravitational force. So compared to the gravitational force, which is more stronger. I hope it's clear. If you compare all the forces, all four forces, the strong nuclear force is the very strongest force in nature, as well as the gravitational force is very weakest force in the nature. Sometimes question will comes like this: name the strongest and weakest force in nature. You have to answer clearly. The strongest force is strong nuclear force. Weakest force is a gravitational force, not a weaker nuclear force. So now move on to the last topic, that is nature of physical laws. So how the nature is there, some physical laws. Before that, let us see the conserved quantities. The physical quantities which remain unchanged with respect to time are called conserved quantities. Some physical quantities. A physical quantity is nothing but any measurable quantities. So which remains unchanged with respect to time. If you are compare with the time which does not change, that means which are same. For example, a mass or an energy. So these are conserved quantities which does not change with respect to time. You already know energy cannot change, but which may transfer from one form to another form. Now, let us see the definition of laws of conservation. The laws which govern the conservation of conserved quantities are called laws of conservation. I hope it's clear. The law which govern the conservation of conserved quantities. For example, law of conservation of energy. You already know energy neither be created nor be destroyed, which can transfer from one form of energy to another form of energy. So, we'll see this in detail in a work energy power chapter, and law of conservation of linear momentum. So this one also we'll see in the Newton's laws of motion chapter, and another one law of conservation of angular momentum. This we will see in detail in system of particles and rotational motion chapter, and law of conservation of charge. So this one we'll see in a second year syllabus. And last one is law of conservation of mass. So keep it in your mind. These are the laws of conservation. So this is about a chapter 1, physical world. Now it's your duty to answer the following questions. The 1 mark or 2 marks questions. So write the original name of science by seeing all these 3 videos sessions. So you have to answer to these questions. Write the original name of science. What is science? What are the main branches of science? Define physical science. You may just recall these concepts. Mention the main branches of physical science. Define biological science. What are the main branches of biological science? What is scientific method? What are the major steps followed in scientific method? What is the original name of the word physics? What is physics? What is unification? Give an example. What is reductionism? Give an example. Same way, mention 2 domains in physics. Mention the phenomenon included in macroscopic domain. What are the topics included in macroscopic domain? Mention the phenomenon included in microscopic domain. What are the topics included in microscopic domain? Mention any 2 branches of physics. Write any 2 examples which link physics, technology, and society. Mention the fundamental forces in nature. What is gravitational force? Mention the properties of it. What is weak nuclear force? Mention the properties of it. What is electromagnetic force? Mention the properties of it. What is strong nuclear force? Mention the properties of it. Name the strongest and weakest fundamental force in nature. What are conserved quantities? Write any 2 examples for conserved quantities. What are laws of conservation? Write any 2 examples for laws of conservations. So these are the questions you have to answer for these questions. Now let us see in this table the some contribution from the scientist, particularly physicists from the different countries. So for example, the question will comes, who discovered X-rays? That is William K. Röntgen. Who discovered electrons? J.J. Thomson. Who gave a wave theory of light? You have to answer that. Christian Huygens. Like that, these all are the name of the scientist and their major contributions. Similarly, in this table also, some other contributions or discoveries are there and the name of the scientist. For example, who gave a quantum statistics and who gave a quantum model of hydrogen atom? So you have to see here and you have to answer to the questions. Now let us see the questions here. The 1 mark and 2 mark questions comes. So you have to answer to those questions. Who discovered electron? Who discovered neutron? These and all. I hope hmm, you may have to answer these questions. So these questions are related to the discovery and major contribution from the different scientists. I hope you may answer to these questions because in your final question paper this type of question also comes either for 1 mark or a 2 mark. Thank you.